Sagittarius, welcome to your August reading. What you need to hear, see, and know to get in alignment so that you are rapidly manifesting. And for those of you who would like to meet your spirit guide, I put a link to a free meditation to take you on a journey to the Temple of the Masters so that you can meet your spirit guides. All right, Sagittarius, so it looks like for the basis of what you're going through right now, it looks like there was some sort of an ending, some sort of a parting of ways. And it's just, it didn't turn out how you would have thought. And it's one of those things that you're like moving away from, but you're like just kind of sad how it ended. And what's crossing that is the Two of Airs. So this is like heavily indicating that, I mean, being blunt, Sagittarius, that you're only seeing your point of view in the situation, and you're not fully seeing theirs. So you're kind of acting like, well, there's nothing I could do. What is there for me to do if they won't accept my apology? Or what is there like for me to do if they don't apologize? I can't take them back. But maybe they had a different experience of the situation than you. Maybe they're thinking he needs to be the one to apologize to me, and he doesn't even see it, and he's coming down hard on me saying I need to be the one to apologize to him. So there's a little bit of like, but if they don't do this, then how can I get back together with them? Or if they don't give me the pay raise, how do they expect me to do my best work at work? So there's just a little bit of like you needing them to do something in order for you to feel good. But like, so your lesson is to recognize that like they have a different agenda, a different perspective, a different experience. So let's go with the example of work. If you're, no, I met the requirements, I should be promoted to a manager level now, why haven't they promoted me? Or I did a really good job, I knocked all my goals, why am I not getting the promotion? And instead of going like, hey, you guys need to give me the promotion, I've done a good job, and if they don't give it to you, you're like, dang, I guess I gotta move on and go to a different company. But like, did you ask the question of, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm curious, what are you guys looking for out of a manager? And they might go, look, we love all your skills here, here, and here, but we also need someone who can accomplish this. That's information. Now you can say, oh, I didn't know that that's what you guys valued. Let me demonstrate that for the next month for you. So you were like going down a path, this is what I need to do to get my result, and it didn't get you your result, and you're like, I guess they just don't want a good man in their life. I guess they just don't want hard workers. They promote the people who are all ego and show. Like, but your lesson is to learn that you got to ask that question. Yeah, because now when I get to like the practical level lesson of that, like how it's playing out in your day to day, well, you're obviously feeling disappointment, discontentment, but it is the card of like open your eyes to the possibilities. So it's that whole like, have you guys seen that video where there's like a little kid who's crying in terror, holding on to a rope? Just like crying, scared for his life, and then his parents just come down and put his feet down. When he stands up, the water was only waist deep. So like that's what it is, right? And you're crying over like, well, I guess they just don't value people like me. Instead of going like, oh, well, I'm curious. What are you guys looking for out of someone who wants that role? Or, you know, I know I expressed that from my point of view, you lied and you misrepresented me. What's going on in your mind though? How, like, I've known you long enough and I haven't witnessed a flat out lie from you. So do you have a different perspective of that meeting we had? Okay, so it looks like Sagittarius, in your recent past, wow, you're going through a lot of growth. Well, in your recent past, you had the World. So there is something that came to a complete, full conclusion for you. Yeah, I really want to say, like, you did this, like, major accomplishment and this major milestone. And then with the sun clarifying it, you were like, look at me. You're feeling, you know, you're feeling like a superhero. You're feeling like, I just did this great grand thing. I expect, like, I got to the rainbow. Where's my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? And you didn't get the pot of gold, and like, because going to the current moment, you got the death card, and the death card is where you go through that deep inner transformation, you know, that where you go from that transformation of like, these are the things I value to, oh man, I need to value these new things now. So it's kind of like that person who's, I value truth and integrity, and you misrepresented me online, you said a lie. Your old values would be truth, integrity, being presented in the right way. But maybe now your values are, no, actually now I value good communication, and now I value giving people grace. Now I value showing more softness and kindness in my communication with people. Um, like that's a transformation. That's a growth. So you're just kind of going through. It hit you hard that you didn't get what you would have expected to have gotten. It does look like going into the near future, it kind of looks like you're really craving like nurturing love, whether or not you're gonna do the whole self-love thing and do that to yourself, or you're gonna, go seek comfort in the arms of your wife or your mom, whatever. It looks like going in the future, you're just gonna start prioritizing love. And that's what that death transformation, that was a transformation I was trying to describe to you. Maybe you're so focused on, no, I get all my sense of satisfaction and sense of self and accomplishment and feel good from work, but then you're like, whoa, work didn't value me the way I thought they did. So it looks like you're gonna like seek the arms of a loving person, um, just to be comforted and soothed. Okay, so it looks like your personal power this month is like the Nine of Water, which is like the wish come true card. Concerns do fade away, a love of life. It is kind of where you're like just at a content, well-being, overall content, peaceful acceptance of like, this is life, this is what my life is. Um, and so that means that it's, you somehow have to find not the silver lining, but that you have to learn, like, it's not the silver lining, like what's the one good thing in the situation. It's more like I'm really glad I got that lesson and learned to ask the questions, and then I was able to demonstrate that skill to them and I got the pay raise or the promotion. Or it's going to be oh my God, I'm actually so glad they didn't give me the promotion, because had they given me the promotion, I would have been continuing to work harder and I would have never have turned towards my wife and my kids this much. And this is actually very satisfying to be spending more time with them. So it's good. It's like that moment where I'm so glad it happened the way it happened, because I'm now really enjoying this. Okay, so this hopes and personal power, outside influences. All I can tell you is outside influence, because of wherever the other people are, it's not time to like rectify the situation. Whatever the disappointing situation was for you, it's not time to try to fix it. Sometimes you need to let people to ride out their emotions. Before, like they have to ride out their emotions, or they might have to just, maybe they can't focus on clearing the miscommunication with you because they have to, like, they're working so much overtime that week. So it's definitely not the time to try to patch anything up. And again, if you give it like another week or two, you're going to be in a place of like, oh, I'm so glad it happened that way. I'm really enjoying spending my time connecting with my family, with my kids, or I'm really enjoying going on these walks and the people that I meet at the park. Okay, so in terms of your hopes or fears for this month, okay, all I can say is that it was a devastating blow that you didn't get whatever it is you were trying to get. And you're at that point where it's do I keep going? Do I like have this courage and carry that belief that I can accomplish it and I can do it? And do I give it like a round two to keep going? Do I hold on to this goal that I've been wanting for so long? Or like, do I let it go? So you're just gonna be grappling with that this month. It does look like from your outcome for the month, though, you did get the Page of Water, so that indicates that whatever it is, you're going to be able to communicate with kindness and with care and with love. It does also indicate that you're going to focus a little bit more on like your personal life, your personal relationships, and your love life more than you are work. So gosh, Sagittarius, this is like a huge time for you. Comment below, I'll comment back, or you could come hang out live with me. I go live 10 a.m. every day with a fresh channeled message from Spirit. You could book a personal reading if you'd like some more support through the situation you're going through. I'm sending you guys lots of love, though. This is kind of like a big thing you're going through. Bye, Sagittarius.